This sound, these reverberations, these echoes, these noises can be throes, felicity, distress, or connotations of a feeling indescribable before giving birth to a monumental figurines or sculptures of visual treat by the raw pieces of hard rock. These sounds and echoes have been continuously heard from Mamallapuram for the past 1400 years. As an outcome of this unbroken and incessant screaming of stones, beautiful sculptures and monuments are roused. From that, the temple culture was molded and spread not only in India but also in the countries of Southeast Asia. Something cannot make such an impact if there isn't anything to hold people and culture into it. Yes, the sculptures have an element which made and still makes the people, dynasties and reigns hold to it, stick to it. And that element is the art. The artistic style in which these monuments are created is marvelous, and they're still following the same artistic style today. This documentary is an enquiry into the artistic styles of monuments and sculptures of Mamallapuram, which has been followed for the past 14 centuries. The history of art in Mamallapuram starts in the 6th century AD. The art was initiated by Narasimha Pallava, son of Mahendra Pallava. It was continued by his grandson Parameshwara Pallava, and then Rajasimha Pallava took it over. He was the one who built Shore Temple.
Mahabalipuram was once a port city where ships from all over the world, especially from the civilizations of China, Greek and Arabia came ashore. They emptied their vessel and filled up their cargoes with pepper, ivory and rice. These cargoes were transported to Kanchipuram, which was once the capital city.
These artistic endeavors were built as a counterpart of Hinduism against the spreading of Jainism and Buddhism.
Taking all these people together, you will find they have brought in so many kind of new ideas. For example, there are temples as big as this. There is a temple in the form of lion, in which there is a cave temple. In the belly there is a cave temple for Durga, Mahishasuramartini, and their artistic achievement is unsurpassed. Even today, you cannot find sculptures of that class, that classical beauty, anywhere in Tamil Nadu. In fact, I can even say, next to the Guptas in India, the Pallavas were the greatest sculptors.
It is believed that the artisans of the locality is slightly trained to do the sculpturing works on rocks. These sculptures can be seen as an artifact of Bhakti moment, and without complete dedication and deep devotion, such kind of work wouldn't be possible.
These sculptures of Mahabalipuram shows how wealthier was our civilization once. These fine art sculptures shows years and years of hard work with thousands of pair of hands.
If we closely examine these sculptures, we could find the relation from the Greek and Arabic cultures to our cultural history.
Even the incomplete structures here shows us that the artistic values were much higher in the ancient time.
Today's sculpturing follows the same style and pattern set by the Pallavas, and with a little bit of influence from Chola style of sculpturing. Each and every statue and statuette is made as per the measurements given in the book called Shilpa Shastra, which was in Sanskrit. Later, Tamil letters were modified, and some were created to make the artists enable understanding of the Shilpa Shastra. It is commonly believed that the Vastu that we are following in India is originated from Shilpa Shastra.
In
இந்த புக்குக்கு என்ன இந்த புக்கு தான் நீங்கள் பேசிக்கேன்
இது ஏற்கனவே எங்களுக்கு ஓலை சோழ்லேருந்து
கற்றுக் கொடுத்துட்டாங்க.
ஓலை சோழ்லேருந்து எடுத்து அதை புக்ஸாக பண்ணி அது எங்களுக்கு வந்துடுச்சு.
ஓகே
முதல்ல ஓலை சோழி தான் இருந்தது அளவு பிரமாணம்.
ஓகே
அந்த ஓலை சோழி
அளவு
வந்து இந்த இது வந்து 1/4 பாகம், இது வந்து 1.5 பாகம், இந்த கழுத்து சொல்லி அது 1/4 பாகம், கழுத்து வந்து 1 பாகம் முகம், 2வது பாகம் 3வது பாகம், நாவி வந்து தொலை வைத்து 2 முகம். ஆமாம், 2 முகம். இந்த அளவுடைய அளவு இது 1/4 பாகம் முட்டி, இது வந்து 2 பாகம், இது 1/4 பாகம். இப்படிதான் அளவு பிரமாணம். இது இந்த மையக்கோள்கள் வந்து இது 1 பாகம் 1 பாகம்.
ஓ பாகம்னா பாகம்
அளவு 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 இந்த மாதிரி கணக்கு பண்ணி தான் ட்ராயிங் போட்டு அவுட்லைன் பண்ணி செதுக்கி செய்யணும்.
There will be different measurements for different statue and statuette, and the artist is bestowed with the freedom to beautify the sculptures by his own techniques of stylizations.
Look at this sculpture. The measurement still is followed exactly as drawn by the time of Pallava artists. For a woman's body, the measurement is called Navataram, and for a man's body, it's called Dashataram.
The temple cultures of South India and Southeast Asia starts with Mamallapuram sculptures. The different dynasties who followed Pallavas have amplified it with their own elements. The Cholas who followed Pallavas had their own elements in temple building, but the base was still the Pallava carving. It can be said that today, Hinduism is in its present form in South India because of the sculptures and carvings made by Pallavas. Today, the process of sculpturing has gained speed because of the introduction of machineries and modern day techniques, but the style and pattern is same as outlined by Pallavas. The beautification and stylization have improved today. The statues and sculptures were exported to all over the world, and as a result, the commodification came into scene. We can still hear the reverberations, noises, and echoes, but we are not sure whether they are of pain or pleasure. But the sound is still there, and it will be there.